The question to answer in this segment is, how do we modify the environment? And even beyond that question, why would you want to modify the environment? Well, other than directly attacking the abnormal cells, it's extremely helpful in therapy to create an environment that the diseased cells do not want to be in. So you would modify different aspects of the environment to make it very uncomfortable for them. And what we do to accomplish that feat is utilizing the oxidative therapies. The goal of all of these oxidative therapies is to utilize different forms of oxygen to create what I call a free radical storm. Now, the fundamental question here is, what is a free radical? Well, one of the major forms of free radicals in the body is single oxygen molecules. What we breathe out of the air that we breathe every minute of every day is O2, two oxygen molecules bound together. And in that form, our body utilizes that oxygen in a way to create energy burned with sugar in order to perform our normal functions. If you split those two oxygens into singlet, it's called singlet oxygens, they can become very damaging. And these are referred to as free radicals. And the reason they're damaging is because they are what is referred to as highly reactive. Any tissue or molecule they come in contact with, they have you can think of it as an explosion on a micro level. And it burns it just as if you pumped oxygen into a campfire. And the classic example would be a blast furnace where they burn coal and iron ore, and they pump oxygen in there, and the combustion rate dramatically increases. Well, we're talking about on a chemical level, on a microcellular level. When cells and tissues get exposed to free radicals, if they don't have a defense against those free radicals, they die. It burns the tissue chemically. And the crucial thing to understand is our normal cells, when they burn sugar using oxygen, they produce a steady flow of free radicals. And so as a result of that, as a survival mechanism, many long eons before we were all ever in existence, our normal cells have learned how to neutralize these free radicals in order to protect themselves. Otherwise, they die fairly rapidly. And these protective mechanisms are called antioxidants. But the thing to understand about cancer cells is they do not use oxygen to burn the sugar. So as a result, they don't produce free radicals. And they not only don't know what free radicals are, they don't know what antioxidants are. And so if they get hit with what I call a free radical storm, they succumb to that, they die. And this has been proven in scientific studies. Mice with a specific kind of deadly brain tumor called a glioblastoma have been, the study showed that they could recover from these brain tumors simply by being on a ketogenic diet and having high pressure oxygen treatments that produce a whole slew of free radicals. So we do not use high pressure oxygen, but what we do utilize is a category of therapies called oxidative therapies, using things like ozone, hydrogen peroxide, high dose IV vitamin C, and ultraviolet light exposure in combination with the ozone, all of which are designed to produce oxidation. Oxidation is a chemical reaction that happens with oxygen that results in free radicals. And so we utilize these oxidative therapies to kill the cancer cells But then we apply antioxidants after this process to help our normal cells recover from the oxidative threat.